Well, hello, and welcome back to my channel. So, this week is going to be a little bit different. I have two videos for you technically, but they're not the video that was originally intended for this week. So this week originally I was going to do an unboxing video for you for the Goooo acrylic markers, which I still have done and I still have filmed partially, because I actually would like to wait and release that a little bit later while I'm on vacation. So, and then you guys will see why there's a connection and connects to things and their stuff. It's fine. As you can also clearly see that I do not have my extensions in, so we're just regular Amber, I suppose, instead of the show today. So anyway, this video is going to be a versus. It's going to be a metallic, all metallic video. So what I decided to do was I got a few different metallic things for my birthday and for Christmas, and they're things that I have opened and only used a couple of them, but I thought that it would be cool if I swatched them, because all of them have very similar colors, and so I wanted to see which color was darker, which one had, you know, like more red or more pink, or one was more purple or more silver or whatever. So I swatched them all for you in this video, and then unboxed some of them, and some of them are already open, and I'm going to swatch them. Then afterwards I am going to do a create this book prompt, which is the Stay Gold, where I use pretty much all of the markers. You will see that there's two serious front runners when it comes to these metallic markers, and so I only pretty much predominantly used those two brands. So the four brands that I'm going to be doing today is, we've got Posca, we have the Karin, and we have the Pintar. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but Pintar, I believe. And then we have the Grabie. And Grabie, I only have two colors. I only have a silver and a gold. But I figured I'd throw it in because it's silver and it's gold, and I wanted to compare it to the other ones just to see what was going on with them. So anyway, so we're going to do some swatching, and then we're going to do some watching and some drawing. So that being said, let's get into some metallic markers.
Well, the two packages came. There's the Deco Brush Karin, which comes in 10 colors, and the Posca that comes in 8 colors. Go ahead and open the Posca first. So as you can see, it does come in a variety of colors. The Karin does come in all of the same colors that this one does, but it has a few extras that this one does not. These are a nib tip, and the Karin comes in this crazy adorable tin, but the packaging did not want to cooperate with me. It also comes with some how-to books, and here they are. Look at them in all their glory. Oh, get it straight, girl, get it straight. See, colors very similar, so let's match them up to see which colors they have and don't have. It was a little bit difficult because the colors are just a smidge off. Like, Karen's is a little more of a teal than a blue, and but they do end up matching up pretty well. They have a rose, but they also have like an orangey type of color, so it was a little bit complicated trying to match these up. But for the most part, other than two extra colors, they're pretty much the same. Here is the Grabie Silver, and then we have the Grabie Gold. And these I have used before, so they are not new, but I wanted to put them in the rotation. There are other brands like Pintar. Here is the thick ones for the gold and silver. And then I have the smaller fine tips. And these smaller fine tips are a little over a year old, but I did use them a couple times. But to my recollection, I didn't really enjoy the experience. But I thought since the colors were very similar that we would try to throw them in. So here's what I'm going to use. I'm going to do it on the Canson Multimedia and the Canson Black paper. So let's go ahead and swatch these guys. So we're going to start off with the silver. I did prime and prep these off camera, but we're going to start with the silver. You can see the lineup at the top of what colors I'm going to swatch in the order I'm going to swatch them, so I don't need to go over that now, do I? Posca struggled a little bit in the silver here. Karin was super smooth. Pintar worked out. Grabie did pretty good. Um, everybody did good in this one except Posca struggled a smidge. I'm going to go back later and try to do the Posca again just to see if maybe I can get it to go. So here's the gold. Posca killed it in gold, so yay, Posca. Karin also killed it. Super smooth. Uh, Pintar struggled a little bit on that one. Grabie did great. You can also see that Pintar is a completely different tone. So here's where you can see that it kind of struggled there a little bit on the Pintar. It did a little better on white. So let's go look at the scoreboard. Posca did not make it to the silver and Pintar did not make it to the gold, but we're getting it together. So here we're going to go in with our reds. So far everybody did really great. Pintar struggled again. Once the color came out, if it did come out, it came out in a big old splotchy blurb, and then it was super thin, so it really struggled there a lot. Here is the Posca bronze, I'll say. Let's call this bronze. We're calling this bronze. Once again, Pintar really struggled on this one. Well, I will say that it did struggle on the red. I'm still going to give it a point because it did make it on the paper and did look okay. So Pintar did get a point for the red, but bronze not so much. Now we're going to go in the purple. Once again, Karin, super smooth, girl. Get it. Pintar, struggled. I could barely get it to pump. I really struggled on this one. I just couldn't get it to go. So let's go with green. Green is a little bit more teal-y than green, but we're still going to call this green. Pintar, girl, get it together. I don't know. I don't know if it's this pack, but I tell you that when I first used this, it was exactly the same. Like I had the same problem. So we're gonna give Posca and Karin a point, but everybody else falling short on this one. All right, now we're gonna go in with our pinks. Yes, girl. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Pintar. And then we're gonna go in with our blue, which, like you can see, the blue is a little darker in the Pintar, and it did not show up on the black at all. And it was very weird and runny. But we're still going to give it to them. So Pintar made it to all the lists. So this one only Karin and Pintar have these colors. So this would be the green, the lime green. And then this is the metallic black. So I'm going to tell you right now, I literally threw this marker in the trash. I couldn't get it to go. I even off camera pulled the nib a little bit, did a whole washing of it, tried to make it work. Like I couldn't get this thing to work at all. So we're giving only to Karin on this one. So let's look at our final swatches. I think everybody really, really killed it for the most part, except for Pintar. Grabie, man, I really wish Grabie had more colors in metallic that I could have swatched. So here's where we're at. Karin at 10, Posca at 7, Pintar at 5, and Grabie with 2. So I really think that if Grabie had more colors, I think they would be up there with Posca and Karin. I think they would definitely be able to hold their own. Karin is so smooth on the paper, you could barely even feel it. Here's all of our Posca colors again. I love this Posca. The only thing is that it is a nib, so it's a little harder to get into like small spaces. Karin is a brush tip, so it is smooth. You can do a fat line, you can do a skinny line. Here is the two Grabie colors. I don't know if Grabie makes metallic sets, but I will look into it. Honestly, the fine tips, throw them away. I probably will never use them again. And then but the big regular ones and regular colors I've had no issues with. So here are our swatches. Love these. I love how most of these turned out. So I think we're just gonna stick with Posca and Karin for now. So we're gonna do Create Gold, and it wants us to draw golden objects in all shapes and sizes. So I'm gonna do this my way. I'm gonna do some jewels. I'm gonna do some gold. I'm gonna go digital first, and let's draw this out. And then I'm going to just print it. There it is. And then we're gonna put it on black paper, which I don't know how to do because I can't use a light box. So let's see. Oh look, I have this. This was suggested by 1000. So I'm gonna use that. And when I say suggested by 1000, I mean it was on his channel and it was suggested on his channel. He does not call me on the regular. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I will tag him below so you guys can find that video. So I'm gonna do my best to transfer this over to the black paper and see if I can get this going. I have never used this transfer paper before, or any transfer paper for that matter. And I normally use a light box to transfer things, but I can't use a light box with black paper. So listen, this paper was dope, okay? But I struggled with it because I'm a dum-dum and I could not get this to work to save my life. I was dropping it, making a mess. It was all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead and play some music while I figure out how to get this together and get it working. Okay, enjoy.
And big reveal. There it is. Oh, she's actually cute. That's pretty good for my first attempt.
So now I'm gonna go in with the Derwent drawing pencil in Chinese white, number 7200. I'm just gonna go over all these lines with this white pencil. So let me play you some music while you watch me draw. Okay, bye. Now I reserve the right to change my mind, and I decided to add some of the Grabie because I really liked the tone that the gold and the silver had. So I did decide to pull those in here, and it's none of your business. Anyway, back to the music. Well, Grabie was technically not a front runner in this battle. I used a lot of it, as you can clearly see. It was so smooth, and I really liked the color that it was um, for these coins, and I really went in hard with it and used it a lot. I really did. So, that being said, now I'm going to move on to the jewels. I apologize in advance for this footage because my other phone died that I normally use that has a better quality, and I really needed to get this filmed so I could get it done, and so I used my other phone that was older. So it is not the best of quality, and I apologize for that. Uh, but you can still see what I'm doing all the same. So anyway, enjoy. As I wrap this up, I just wanted to say that the song that I've been using on this video was a song that I got from someone on Fiverr, and honestly, there's some really great stuff and really talented people over there. Not sponsored, but I'm just letting you know if you want to find something, check on Fiverr. Anyway, so I'm just adding some wording to these pages. The first thing that I decided to add was stay gold. No, I didn't put Pony Boy, but I thought about it, and that is what I was using this for. But yes, I just put stay gold because that is the theme of this page. And then I decided to add one more little quote to the bottom. Not all treasure is silver and gold, mate. And I think everybody knows Captain Jack Sparrow, so I don't think I need to explain that. So here is the finished product. Ta-da!
So, in conclusion, um, I would say that obviously we can tell that Posca and Karin were the front runners. I've never used a Karin marker before, and they were a delight. So I'm hoping to get other colors now. um, maybe for Christmas here or something. But I definitely want to try the other colors, the non-metallic colors, because they were a delight. So here is our, after everything is dried. That's what it looks like. So another prompt down, and you guys got to see some cool products. I would say for the money, I'm not sure that the Pintar would be something that I would necessarily recommend. I didn't feel like they were extra user friendly. I do own the regular colored ones as well, and I normally have zero issues with them. The small ones have always been an issue, like the fine points have always been an issue, but the thicker ones I have no issue with. So those, if you find them and they're a good price and whatever, great, go for it. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. let me pop on the screen really quick with the 4 items that I did purchase or was received as a gift. And once again, not sponsored. So I'm going to put them on the screen now, and then I'll be right back with you.
As of the filming of this, those were 37. However, all of these are a little bit older, so they might be a different price now, but these were 22. These ones are 29 for the 36 dual tip, and then Pintar for the 14 pack is 19.99.
Okay, welcome back. So anyway, yeah, I would say that Karin, number 1, yeah. Posca, 2 for Metallics. The only thing that I don't love about the Poscas is that the tips are so big. I wish you can't get like into like little tiny little points, which I hate that, but the color is amazing. So if you have big spots or big areas that you need metallics or whatever, then it's great for that. Okay. So hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is where you are. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.